What's going on, folks? Quick update on the new plan. And here, let me get that glare off the glass a little better. Pull back so you guys can see the whole tank. But the new plan, I don't know if you can see it there. There is one discus in here hiding. And the new plan is to add some more discus to this tank. I moved the male German blue ram to the 120. You can actually see him. He's trying to show off for the female that was in this tank. Matter of fact, I'll show you right here. He is right there with her, and his color's looking great. But the one thing I noticed that you guys might find interesting is when I move the rainbows out of this tank, the smaller fish school a whole lot more in the front, and there's a lot more schooling action going on. So that's kind of interesting to watch. And if you look, you can see the rasboras. Just a lot of neat action. Very cool. Really enjoying that. I trimmed the top out of that bunch of plants in the back middle, and I'm trying to get it so that light can penetrate. The plants were being pushed this way in the current, and they were blocking the light below, so it was kind of thinning out in here. So I'm hoping to, if you look close, you can see how kind of thin it got right in here, but I'm hoping that'll thicken up with green, and we'll see. Give you guys a look from here. The lace plant is just off the hook, and new growth all over the place on it. I'm having problems with that. It's not doing that well, but it was the needle leaf bacopa. It hasn't done really well. It's kind of melting right in here. This is kind of new growth here, but I don't know what's going on. But it's having to fight for some space with the water sprite. That plant's still doing well. And everything here, I can't really complain. I like how this Anubias is kind of on an angle, and then the driftwood now. I just like the driftwood better. And I do like the water sprite in the back left corner because it darkens it up over in here, and it adds depth. Adding that dark spot, it really adds depth. I'm hoping to get this to thicken a little bit more. I am getting growth there, but it's just very slow. This isn't CO2. This is just low tech. So, but the fish are happy, and I'm actually looking at some Hans Discus. And I'm going to look at some wild. Well, they look like wild discus. There's a stick catfish right there. But anyway, wait till you see the 33. You guys are going to freak. So here's a 33. I'm going to keep these guys in here for a little bit, and I may take them back to the local fish store for credit. But the plan is these guys lay eggs all the time in the 120, but everybody else either eats the eggs or eats the newborn fry. I'm really hoping with this tank that they'll lay eggs into this stuff, and then I'll get some fish some baby rainbows to come out of here, and we'll see. We'll see. It's definitely a great breeding tank for egg layers, just because there's not really anything in there that's going to eat them. So, but yeah, that's the new plan, the new look. No more rainbows in here. Rainbows are a great fish, don't get me wrong, but that's really Dustin's fish. That's not mine. I definitely think I think the discus is the fish for me. So I just think they're beautiful. But that's just me. Not that these guys aren't amazing, but I'm looking at some of the. They're not a wild discus, but they look like a wild discus from Hans Discus, and those things are just unbelievable. So we'll see. Definitely looking into that, hoping I can make that happen next week. But you guys, hey, thanks for watching, and I'll post this up. But here's the new plan. I'm going to put about 5 or 6 discus in here to go with the blue diamond, and we'll see how it goes. You guys take care. Later.